Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to be diving into AI assistants.
Okay.
You know those things that are popping up everywhere, promising to help us with everything
Yeah.
from, scheduling our day to shopping to even learning new languages.
Hmm.
And we've got a whole stack of articles and reviews and even some insights into how this stuff is already changing our lives.
Yeah, definitely. It's changing fast.
Let's really figure out what they can do and how they might actually fit into our world or not.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to frame it because I think a lot of people are still trying to wrap their heads around what this tech can actually do
Totally.
and where it's going,
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'm excited to dive in.
Okay, so first things first, what exactly is an AI assistant?
Yeah.
We hear that term all the time, but what's the real definition?
So an AI assistant is basically a software program
Right.
that uses things like natural language processing to understand and respond to you. So it's like a digital helper
Okay.
for all sorts of tasks.
So it's not just about setting timers and playing music anymore.
No.
It seems like these AI assistants are getting a lot more sophisticated.
Way more sophisticated.
Yeah.
And one of the really key things is that most of them are cloud-based these days.
Okay.
So you can access them from anywhere as long as you've got the internet,
Okay.
which is huge.
Yeah.
But also,
Makes them kind of scary too, right?
well, yeah, we'll get into that.
Okay.
But the thing I think that's even more important is that they can connect to all these other devices,
Oh, yeah.
smart devices.
Yeah.
They're really integrated into your life.
So it's instead of just using an app on my phone,
Right.
the AI could be messing with my calendar,
Exactly.
my thermostat,
Yeah.
even my car.
Exactly. All of that. And that's where it gets really interesting because then it's not just a separate thing you're using. It's actually part of your daily flow. And on top of that, a lot of these AI assistants, they actually have self-teaching algorithms built in.
Okay.
So they can learn your preferences, your speech patterns, and they get more tailored to you over time.
So it's not just a generic AI.
Right.
It's actually learning and adapting
Yeah.
to my habits.
Exactly to you.
Kind of freaky, but
Kind of amazing and kind of creepy.
yeah, but it's super powerful.
Right. How much is this thing actually learning about me?
Yeah, and that's a question we should definitely dig into more as we go.
Yeah, for sure.
But for now, maybe we can focus on the different types of AI assistants that are out there.
Okay, so let's dive into the AI assistant landscape.
Yeah.
It feels like there are a ton of options.
So many options.
Where do we even begin?
Well, we can start with the ones that are all about productivity.
Okay.
Notta and Otter,
Okay.
Read AI Fireflies.
They all have pretty cool names.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And they're all designed to make work easier.
Okay.
Especially meetings and note-taking. So instead of me scrambling to take notes during a meeting,
You got it.
the AI assistant could just capture everything automatically and then even summarize it for me.
Exactly. And they can even integrate with your video conferencing tools, your calendar.
Wow.
You'll never miss a detail.
Okay, that's a game changer for anyone who spends a lot of time in meetings,
Right.
which is basically everyone these days.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, but what about those who need more than just note-taking?
Yeah.
What if you want to tap into the power of generative AI?
Right. So then you've got options like the ChatGPT app,
Okay.
which uses that GPT-4 technology.
Okay.
And this AI is way more advanced. It can answer questions, generate different kinds of content, and it gets even more personalized over time.
So it's not just about completing tasks.
Yeah.
It's about having an AI that can actually have a conversation,
And engage with you. Yeah.
answer questions,
Yeah.
and even create new stuff.
That's right.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
It is my.
But where do the more familiar names fit into all this?
Yeah.
Alexa, Google Assistant.
So those are kind of the heavy hitters,
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
They're on everything.
Yeah, and they're really integrated into people's lives.
Yeah.
They can answer questions, manage your calendar, play music,
Right.
give you real-time information.
It's they're the gateway drug to the AI world.
I like that analogy.
You start with simple questions
Yeah,
hey, what's the weather?
right.
And then the next thing you know, you're relying on them to run your whole day.
It's true, and it happens so gradually you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
It's amazing how integrated they've become.
Yeah, okay, but AI assistants are expanding into other areas too, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We came across ELSA Speak,
Uh-huh.
which focuses on English pronunciation.
Right.
And then there's Socratic, which helps students with their homework.
Yeah, that one's really cool because it can help with all sorts of subjects.
So these educational AI assistants are like using personalized learning?
Yeah, they adapt to each student.
Wow.
So everyone's getting like a tailored experience.
That makes you wonder how education's going to change
I know, right?
as these things get even more advanced.
It's going to be a wild ride.
Okay, so out of all these AI assistants,
Yeah.
the one that really caught my eye is personal AI.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think about that one?
This one wants to be your like actual virtual brain.
Yeah, that's a bold claim.
Like it focuses on memory and like giving you answers to anything you've ever learned.
It's pushing the limits of what an AI assistant can do.
Right. Like imagine having access to every piece of information
You'd be incredible.
you've ever encountered instantly.
It's like having a perfect memory.
It's like having a perfect memory and like a personal research assistant all in one.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes you think about like how we even learn and remember things in the future
Yeah, totally.
if we have AI doing it for us.
Okay, and then for the more tech-savvy listeners,
Yeah.
we also found open source options like
Mm.
Open Assistant and Leon.
Right. Those are great for people who want more control and privacy.
Yeah, because you can run them on your own server.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've seen like a whole spectrum of AI assistants,
We have.
from like productivity and education to ones that want to be our virtual brains.
It's a whole new world out there.
Yeah, but let's zoom in on like the personal assistant aspect of AI.
Okay.
What actually sets these apart from like a simple chat bot or like a voice-controlled speaker?
I think the key difference is like the level of integration and personalization.
Okay.
Personal AI assistants are going way beyond basic tasks. They
They're-
want to be like totally woven into our lives.
So it's not just about asking for info or completing a simple task.
No, it's much deeper than that.
It's about having an AI that like understands your needs,
Understands you.
anticipates your actions,
Right.
and helps you navigate your life in a
Mm.
more seamless and personalized way.
Exactly. It's like having a partner,
Yeah.
a digital partner.
Okay. And one company that's taking like a unique approach is Apple
Mm-hmm.
with their Apple Intelligence thing.
Right.
They're focusing on integrating AI directly into their hardware.
Yeah, like your iPhone, iPad, all of that.
So instead of having like a separate app,
Right.
it's about baking the AI right into the devices we're already using.
Exactly. And it makes sense as these devices get more powerful,
Yeah.
the AI can just become part of the experience.
It's like the AI is always there, learning,
Oh,
adapting,
it's background. Yeah.
becoming like an invisible but like essential part of your digital life.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it,
It is a little creepy, yeah.
but also pretty amazing.
Okay, this idea of like next generation personal assistants,
Hmm.
it all sounds super futuristic.
Yeah, it does.
What kind of capabilities are we actually talking about here?
Well, imagine an AI that can finish your online shopping book, your whole vacation, even translate conversations in real time.
That's like a level of integration I hadn't even thought of,
Right.
like having a personal concierge
Exactly one who knows exactly what you need.
that's available 24/7.
And we're already starting to see some of these capabilities.
Really?
Like, remember that Google Project Astra demo?
Oh, yeah.
The AI could recognize objects just by looking through your phone's camera.
And even like computer code, right?
Yeah, it was mind-blowing.
It was crazy.
AI is getting so much smarter.
Okay, but even if we're not quite at that level yet,
Yeah.
AI assistants are already impacting our lives in ways we might not realize.
Oh, absolutely.
Like all those like eerily accurate recommendations we get from Netflix
Right.
or Amazon.
Yeah.
That's AI working behind the scenes
You're analyzing your choices.
to predict what we'll enjoy next.
Yeah. It's all about personalization.
Wow.
AI is really good at figuring out what you like.
And then there are smart home devices too.
Oh, yeah.
Like AI is making our thermostats, security systems, and like those smart speakers
All about
more adaptive and convenient.
It's about creating a home that responds to you,
Yeah.
that's personalized.
But it goes even deeper than that.
Oh, yeah.
Like AI is impacting how we communicate.
You got it.
Spam filters, predictive text,
Yeah.
real-time translation.
It's making communication more efficient.
And then in healthcare,
Yeah.
we're seeing AI-driven diagnostic tools
That's right.
that are helping doctors analyze medical images and patient data.
It could lead to earlier diagnoses, better outcomes.
Yeah, it's like AI is becoming a valuable tool in medicine.
Absolutely.
Okay, and even if you don't have a self-driving car yet,
Right.
AI is powering those advanced driver assistance systems that are already making our roads safer.
It's making a real impact on safety.
Wow. It's amazing how much AI is already intertwined with our lives.
It is amazing.
But with all these different companies and technologies,
Yeah.
It seems like the AI landscape is getting pretty complex.
Yeah, it is.
Is it just a race to dominate the market?
It's definitely competitive,
Yeah.
but we're also seeing a lot of collaboration.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you give an example?
Like Apple is partnering with OpenAI
Okay.
for their Apple Intelligence thing,
Okay.
even though Microsoft is a competitor,
Right.
and they've invested a lot in OpenAI.
So they're rivals.
Yeah.
But they're also recognizing that, like, working together can lead to faster progress.
Exactly. They both want to see AI advance.
Yeah.
And this kind of dynamic actually benefits you, the listener,
Okay.
because it leads to better, more affordable AI assistants.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's be realistic for a minute. All this talk about AI assistants and their potential.
Yeah.
Are there any downsides?
That's a great question, and one we should definitely explore more
Yeah.
as we continue our deep dive
Okay.
into this fascinating world of AI.
Sounds good. So we've covered like a ton of different AI assistants, but is there one that's like the clear winner?
You know, it's tough to say what the best one is
Yeah.
because it really depends on what you're looking for.
Okay.
It's kind of like picking a smartphone.
Okay.
Some people love iPhones, some people are all about Android. There's no one right answer.
So the key is like figuring out what features are most important to you.
Exactly, and then finding an assistant that matches those priorities.
Okay, so let's say someone wants an AI that goes beyond just like simple tasks.
Yeah.
They want like a true personal assistant.
Right.
Where should they start?
Well, the whole idea of a personal assistant is changing so fast.
Okay.
We've moved way beyond just like setting reminders or playing music. Now AI assistants are aiming to be like deeply integrated into our lives.
That they're like anticipating our needs before we even know we have them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine an AI that learns your routines, understands your goals, and like proactively helps you achieve them.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does.
How close are we to that?
Honestly, closer than you think.
Right?
Companies like Apple and Google, they're putting tons of resources into AI research, and they're pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
So for someone like me, a busy professional juggling a million things,
Yeah.
how could a truly personal AI assistant actually help?
Okay, imagine this.
Okay.
An AI that schedules your meetings, coordinates travel, even manages your finances,
Okay.
all while learning your preferences and adapting to your style.
That's like having a super efficient personal secretary
Exactly.
who's always one step ahead.
And AI doesn't get tired. It doesn't need breaks.
Right.
It can process information and complete tasks so much faster than any human.
Think about all the time and energy you could save.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm sold.
Okay.
But what should I look for when choosing an AI assistant? Like, what features are essential?
Okay, so first off, natural language processing is crucial.
What is that?
It basically means the AI needs to understand your commands and questions.
Okay.
Even if you don't phrase them perfectly.
So it needs to handle, like, my human quirks.
Exactly. You don't have to talk like a robot to get it to understand you.
Yeah, that would defeat the purpose.
Right. Another key feature is personalization. The AI assistant should learn your preferences over time and adapt to your needs.
So it's not like a one-size-fits-all solution.
No, it's about finding an AI that becomes your digital partner,
Okay.
that evolves alongside you.
And as AI gets more advanced,
Yeah.
we'll see even more personalization.
Right. Imagine AI tailoring its tone of voice
Wow.
or its recommendations to match your personality.
That's kind of fascinating and a little creepy.
Yeah, it does make you think about the implications of having an AI that knows you so well.
Yeah, for sure.
But along with natural language processing and personalization integration is also key.
Okay.
The AI assistant needs to connect seamlessly with your devices, your apps, your services.
So if I'm an Apple user,
Yeah,
the AI should work smoothly with my iPhone, iPad, Mac,
all of it.
my calendar, email, all that stuff.
Exactly. It should act as a central hub for your digital life.
Okay, so natural language processing, personalization, integration.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Security and privacy are paramount.
Okay.
These AI assistants are gathering so much data about us, right? So you want to choose one from a company with strong data protection policies.
There are a lot of free AI assistants out there.
Yeah.
Should I be wary of those?
I mean, it's always wise to do your research.
Okay.
Understand the company's privacy policies and how they use your data.
Be mindful of the info you share with it.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance between convenience and privacy.
Okay, so let's say I found an AI assistant that seems to have it all.
Yeah.
Natural language processing, personalization, integration.
Okay.
A strong focus on security and privacy.
Uh-huh.
Am I good to go?
Almost. There's one more thing.
Okay, what's that?
User experience.
Okay.
The AI assistant should be Intuitive, responsive, and reliable.
Okay.
It shouldn't feel like a chore to use.
It should feel like a natural extension of my own thinking.
Exactly. A tool that just fits seamlessly into your workflow.
So there's no shortcut.
Not really.
I have to experiment and find what works best for me.
Exactly. But the good news is there are so many options out there. You're bound to find one that you click with.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about the benefits for individuals.
Yeah.
But what about AI's impact on society as a whole?
That's a huge question.
Yeah.
And it's one we need to be thinking about carefully.
Okay.
AI has the potential to transform so many industries.
Right.
And fundamentally change how we live and work.
Like in healthcare, for example.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about those AI-driven diagnostic tools.
Right.
But it goes way beyond that.
It does.
AI could revolutionize drug discovery, personalize treatments,
Yeah.
even help us understand diseases in new ways.
It's really exciting.
So it could lead to breakthroughs in treating diseases,
Potentially, yeah.
improving health outcomes for millions of people.
That's the hope.
That's incredible. And in education,
Yeah.
AI could personalize learning experiences, tailoring lessons to each student's pace and style.
And providing real-time feedback and support.
It's like having a personal tutor for every student.
That's the idea.
Wow, and what about the workplace?
Well, AI can automate a lot of those routine tasks,
Yeah.
freeing up human workers to focus on more creative and strategic work.
So instead of fearing AI as like a job stealer,
Right.
we should think about it as a tool that enhances productivity and creates new opportunities.
Exactly. This collaboration between humans and AI could lead to whole new industries.
Wow.
And job roles we haven't even imagined yet.
AI might not be taking our jobs,
Right.
but it's definitely going to reshape the workplace.
Oh, absolutely.
And let's not forget about transportation.
Yeah.
AI could optimize traffic flow, make our cities more efficient, reduce congestion power, smarter public transportation systems.
All of that leading to more sustainable and livable cities.
It's like AI could help us solve some of the biggest problems we face.
It has that potential,
Yeah.
but we need to remember it's a tool,
Okay.
and it needs to be used responsibly.
We've talked about the potential benefits, but let's not shy away from the risks.
Absolutely.
What are some of the concerns we need to be thinking about?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is misuse.
Okay.
AI could be used to create deep fakes, spread misinformation, even develop autonomous weapons systems.
Okay, those are definitely scenarios we want to avoid.
Right.
Yeah.
It highlights the need for ethical guidelines and regulations for AI development.
Yeah.
We need to make sure this technology is used for good.
So it's not about being afraid of AI or rejecting it.
No.
It's about having open conversations about the risks and making conscious choices about how we use it.
We need to approach AI with a critical eye,
Okay.
understanding both its potential and its potential pitfalls.
So what does the future hold for AI?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
It's evolving so fast, it's hard to predict.
Okay.
But one thing's for sure,
What's that?
AI is going to become even more integrated into our lives.
Okay.
It's going to transform industries and shape how we live, work, and interact with the world.
And this transformation will bring both opportunities and challenges.
Absolutely.
So it's up to us to navigate this new landscape responsibly and ethically,
We need to make sure AI is used to benefit humanity.
not to harm it.
Exactly.
So what can we as individuals do to make sure AI is used for good?
I think the first step is education.
Okay.
You need to understand how AI works, its potential, its limitations.
So we need to become informed citizens in the age of AI.
Exactly. And we need to be vocal about our concerns,
Okay.
demand transparency from companies developing AI,
Yeah.
hold them accountable for ethical practices, and advocate for regulations that prioritize human well-being.
So it's not about just accepting whatever AI is thrown at us. It's about being active participants in shaping the future of AI.
It's about recognizing that the future of AI is not predetermined.
Okay.
It's something we're all creating together through our choices, our actions, and our demands.
That's a really empowering thought.
It is.
AI have the potential to solve some of the world's biggest problems,
Uh-huh.
enhance our lives in countless ways, and even unlock new levels of human creativity.
It's an incredible tool.
But it's a powerful tool that comes with great responsibility.
Absolutely.
We've covered a lot in this deep dive,
We have.
from choosing a personal assistant to the broader implications of AI for society.
It's been a fascinating journey.
Hopefully you, the listener, now have a better understanding of AI and its potential impact on our world.
Yeah.
We've just scratched the surface,
Right.
but we've touched on some really important topics.
And remember, AI is constantly evolving.
So what we've discussed today might be outdated tomorrow.
That's true.
So stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged in the conversation about AI.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, we'll be back in a moment to wrap up this deep dive and leave you with some final thoughts to ponder.
All right, we are back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into AI assistants. And I don't know about you, but my head is spinning a little bit.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Right. We've explored all these possibilities and potential issues, and this technology is just changing so fast. It's definitely a time of massive transformation, and AI is right at the center of it. You know, it's changing how we live and work.
Yeah. Okay, so before we sign off, let's take a minute to distill everything down to a few key takeaways.
I guess good.
First off, AI assistants are here to stay.
They're not going anywhere.
Right. This is not a fad. This is not science fiction.
It's the reality.
It's becoming part of our lives, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, and the choices we make about how we use these AI tools are going to shape not just our own experiences, but the whole future of AI development.
So it's we have a responsibility here.
Absolutely.
Right. It's not about ignoring it.
We can't just bury our heads in the sand.
We need to be informed.
We need to be engaged.
And we need to be empowered to make good choices.
It's about recognizing that we have a voice in this process.
Exactly. And as AI keeps evolving,
Yeah.
we need to stay aware of those potential risks.
Right. We've talked about misuse and the need for ethics and protecting our privacy.
Yeah, these are not challenges that are just going to solve themselves.
No, we need to be having open conversations and
Yeah.
holding developers accountable.
Right, demanding transparency.
Yes.
Advocating for ethical development.
Making sure AI is used to benefit everyone.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Throughout this whole episode, we've talked about AI as a tool,
Yeah.
a technology that we humans are creating and using.
Right.
But what if we change our perspective a little bit?
Okay.
What if we think of AI as a mirror?
A mirror. Interesting.
And the mirror reflecting our own values,
Okay.
our own biases,
Uh-huh.
our own hopes, and maybe even our own fears.
I see what you're saying. AI is being developed by humans trained on human data
Right.
and ultimately used to serve human needs.
Exactly. So the future of AI is not some predetermined thing.
It's a reflection of the choices we're making right now.
So the question is, what kind of reflection do we want to see?
That's a powerful question.
Do we want an AI that amplifies our best qualities?
Yeah.
That helps us solve problems, that encourages creativity and connection? Or do we want one that makes our biases worse?
That erodes our privacy.
That becomes a tool for control.
It's a stark choice, but it's one we're making every day.
Through our decisions about AI.
How we develop it, regulate it, use it.
So as you go out there into this increasingly AI-powered world,
Yeah.
remember, you're not just a passive observer.
You have a role to play.
You're an active participant. Your choices matter.
Your voice matters.
And your actions have the power to shape the future of AI.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
Demand transparency.
Advocate for ethical development.
Make sure AI is used for good.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI assistants.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep shaping the future.